It does always make me bounce.
Is that right?
Every time.
Well, it's a pretty good song.
We didn't make it.
Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I am Phil.
I'm Julie. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Friday Junior.
Friday Junior. I guess more importantly, Friday Junior.
Yeah, absolutely. We're all planning for the weekend. We were out of town last weekend camping.
Yes.
And so this weekend,
football.
College football on Saturday, NFL football on Sunday. Phil, who's your team? Doesn't matter. Don't care. Gonna watch it nonstop. It's just what I like to do.
Beers, pizza, wings.
Pizza, wings.
Very stereotypical football stuff.
We are easy football fans. Yeah. Doesn't matter what it is, where it is, who it is.
Our teams always lose. And I feel like when your team always loses, then it's more fun because you're not expecting anything. When you have a good team, then you get all heartbroken and stuff.
Yeah. Can't break my heart. I don't care. I've only seen the worst of football. Welcome, everyone, to a Thursday night tasting. Yep. And oh, boy, am I excited for these whiskeys. They are all the same brand, but they are very, very different. And you can win the flight that we're about to enjoy here. And Mizunera would, on your whiskey fans, rejoice, because this is about as good as you can hope for when it comes to those big flavors. So let's talk about it. Raconteur Rye.
Raconteur Rye.
We got these bottles, all four of them, from our friend David Jennings,
yes,
aka Rarebird 101, Raconteur Rye, the Woodwork Collective, and we didn't pay for these. And so you can see the banner on the bottom of the screen. If you are interested in trying your hand at winning one of these flights tonight, $5 gets you in. It's one entry per person. Egalitarian, keeping it on the level. We didn't pay for these, so we're not trying to make money off these. And there you go. If you just like us and you're like, I want to support the channel, I'm going to throw some money their way. That's fine. Just saying, even if you put in a lot more money, you're getting that one entry tonight. That's how we're doing things. And we were giving away 2 of these flights. So good odds, and excited for that. And I just wanted to get that out there right away because I'm ready to sip whiskey now.
I know. We haven't sipped the new ones.
Nope.
We've sipped the first 2, the 2 here. No, we've only sipped 1.
We cork popped the other 3 recently. The second one David gave to us at High West.
Oh, wow.
High West, Highwire Distillery, Charleston, South Carolina, when we were there, and we didn't open it. We were waiting for a special occasion. And randomly, Gemini 1 and Gemini 2 showed up.
Yep.
Had no idea they were coming. And I said, well, that's a special occasion. Open all 3 of them.
Yeah.
That's where we're at
tonight.
I
really thought that we had. Okay. So I'm excited because the first one was delicious.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting big things.
Batch 2 was the first one that we got. They call it Brazen. And that one wound up very high up on our end of year list.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if at least one of these 3 winds up there as well. And we're going to talk all about each one of these and taste through them. And we got plenty of folks in the house already tonight. This is great. Kathy Huey, good to see you. Rich C.
Happy
Jeff
Thursday.
Perkins.
I like that. Thursday.
Hang on. We got to do it.
Oh, Avatar in the Biz.
Best Avatar in the Biz. We love it. Thanks for being here, Jeff. Great to see you. Chad, perfect weekend. Just add whiskey. And I guarantee you we will do that as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's your college team? Well, I can tell you that when I was in 7th grade, I went to the hat store at the mall. I did not have a small head. Biggest, there was only one hat there that fit my head. Ohio State Buckeyes. And it was a red hat. And I wore that hat every day of my life for the next 20 years.
We still have it. I think it's like,
is it around?
I think it's in a bin. It's just kind of like nostalgic. Like,
yeah,
we fell in love in that hat, you know.
That's right. Yeah. I look, Julie found me very alluring in that hat. And that's why they're my team. I don't really follow that closely, and I don't get
He says that, but like if they lose, he is not happy about it.
Well, I get bent out of shape when I see people do dumb stuff or coaches do dumb stuff, no matter what team it is, quite honestly. I just want to see a high quality performance from people who are capable of it. I'm always rooting for that.
Yes.
So I just want everybody to have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both teams should have fun.
You know, growing up in the Midwest, we had both teams should have fun. Yes, they should always. They don't. We have a lot of friends who are Notre Dame fans. And so it depends what mood we're in. Sometimes we cheer for them. Sometimes we hope they lose.
It's true.
Just because they want them to win so bad.
Kind of fun to see them struggling a little bit. Well, we both went to offshoots of Purdue University as well. So
they're just awful, though. So we have no expectations on that one.
You know, ups and downs.
More downs than ups.
Yeah. But generally Big Ten centric for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't really matter. We just like good football.
I actually love watching college football.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to change in the future, but you know, they're in it to win. They're in it to win it.
They're in it to get somewhere
because they want to go to the NFL, and so they're playing really hard and they really try. And I love that. And you know,
no quit,
no pretend injuries.
Stacy in the house. Good to see you. Raymond McGee, all the way from Northern Virginia.
Nice.
That's
welcome.
Cool. You ever spend any time there?
Northern Virginia?
Yeah.
I've never been to Virginia.
Really?
I don't believe I have.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've been there with my family.
Yeah.
A couple of times.
I mean, I don't know.
We're overdue. Diego, what is going on, Diego? G, you are in, man. Good to see you.
Yes.
Heather's in the house. Great to see you. Kathy Huey. Oh, thank you very much. Mavis Fund. Cheers. We appreciate that. Mavis, by the way, had one of the all-time great weekends this past weekend. Oh, man. We went up to Cultus Lake here, about an hour away from where we live in Oregon.
Yep.
And it was, there's nobody around. It's that time of year when nobody's going camping up there.
Which it's the only time we can go. Yeah, it's the only time we can go to these specific campgrounds because otherwise, we don't have a boat, so that doesn't help. But like, it is party central out there.
But it was beautiful, and Mavis, I mean, she probably was outside for 8 hours over 2 days.
She slept really well.
She had the best time.
Yeah,
we slept really well too. It was great out there. Katie, two cats in the house. I'm going to get that right. Rusty is here. Great to see you. Heather, cheers. You are in for tonight's giveaway. Raymond, you are also in for tonight's giveaway. You got all these?
No, you're going too fast.
Sorry. Yay for Rye. Completely agree.
Hey, I agree. I mean, you know, not everybody loves it, but I certainly do. And I think these are like very special. Like, very special.
Chad says new hat fund, preferably Huskers. Cheers. That's fair. That's fair. We're hey, Big Ten, right?
Yeah.
Not all that long ago. Tom Shanley, great to see you. Richie Z, what's going on? Oh man, we got the whole crew here.
The whole crew. I love it.
Great to see so many of you here tonight. Terry Griffin, cheers, and Wally. We got Tim, Terry, and Wally.
I love it.
And if you've never seen Wally, the adorable orange cat,
you're missing out.
You're missing out. This is interesting here. Tim and Terry enjoying Julie's pick this evening, that being our Still Austin Rye single barrel that
I was like,
Julie had the biggest hand in choosing.
That's so funny. I was like, which one was mine? And then I didn't even think about the Still Austin, which definitely was mine. I'm taking credit for it. Speaking of ryes.
Tell you what, that is a dynamite pick.
Yeah.
We loved it. Obviously, we stand... We think it's one of the best picks that we've ever done.
I love it.
Probably the best rye that we've tried this year, although that might change tonight. I do want to say there are currently on Shared Pour 6 bottles left of our Still Austin Rye single barrel pick. That's all that's left. We're giving away 2 flights tonight. If by some miracle the rest of those Still Austins are gone by the time this live stream is done, we'll give away a 3rd flight.
Yeah.
And maybe a 4th flight, because that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So there you go. Anybody that hasn't gotten that Still Austin Rye, consider it.
I know.
Tom, thank you very much.
Hey, Tom, you're in. This is going to be a good one. I'm excited.
This is going to be a good one. Let's get into a little whiskey here. Let's sip our first, the first one that we got to try.
I wrote them down, even though I know that they're in order of how we got them. But you're right. Batch 2 is our first one.
We never got to try batch 1.
Yes.
It disappeared quickly. And by the way, these Raconteur Ryes, they do tend to go quick. Go to raconteurrye.com to find out how to get yours. The Gemini 1 and 2 do release tomorrow? very soon. I think they might have released the Patreons already for Rare Bird 101, I believe.
Oh man, we're like on the cusp.
I mean, on time
cutting
for once.
edge over here at the Bourbon Man.
But this was the first one that we got to. These do sell for $130, which is one of the reasons that we wanted to do a giveaway here, because a lot of people won't spend that on a whiskey, but we want to do something special because we got these for free, and we want to make sure that other folks get a chance to try them. I think there's only 11 or 1,200 bottles of each available. So a huge thank you once again to David Jennings for sending us these. This batch 2 was MGP, and I don't remember much else about it. All 4 of them, Mizunara finished. Mizunara, I think you say it.
I would say Mizunara, but Mizunara probably is how you're supposed to say it.
I saw somebody write it out on an Instagram reel the other day.
Oh, like
it might have been David Tao, the writer, and it was like, that's
by
cool.
Syllables or whatever.
Yeah,
what do you call that?
He wrote it out like phonetically. Mizunara, right. I think he made it say. So
it's a word I don't know if I've ever said before. Phonetically.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've heard it.
It's a fun one to say.
Yeah.
Here we go with Brazen. And by the way, this was
you're going all in.
Brazen.
I'm
trying. Let's just pronounce it all the same way over and over. This is was a top 5 whiskey for us, I believe, last year.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for joining. Still aroma. It's so oaky. There's such nice spice to the nose on this. It's just really pleasant.
There's no way you could taste it and not enjoy it. It's amazing. Yeah. It's so good. Bourbon fans would get a real kick out of that one, I think. It's sweet. It's spicy. It's long lasting.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
The vanilla note, that's always a big surprise to me on this whiskey, is how much vanilla you get.
Mm-hmm.
Man, delightful.
The cherry comes through. So what's really interesting about this, and I think you hit the nail on the head, to say that phrase right. Bourbon drinkers will like this because there is so much oak in here. The cherry note it's like very fruity on the palate. You get spice, so you get rye spice on the finish, but it's not overwhelming. It's not like a crazy rye. It's just it's a really balanced rye. It just drinks. There's no rough edges. It drinks lovely.
Lovely.
I really like this one.
That's the way to say it. Yeah, lovely. This is that that.
Thanks, Stacey.
That type of whiskey that is so unexpected. On the nose, you think, okay, heavy oak, char, whatever. And then on the palate, just blown away with just beautiful flavor there. This is sometimes that MGP 95.5 mash bill can be a little boring. This is not that. I mean, 7 years aged, by the way.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm a rye fan, so I'm very much looking forward to this. I liked this out of the gate. Like Phil said, it made our top list last year or the year before. Can't remember.
It was last year.
A really kind of nice peppery note on the finish too. Like the rye spice, it's there. It's not overwhelming, but it's not subtle either.
Yeah.
Like you can tell, I mean, you could get confused if you got in head about it, but
yeah, there's some bourbons that are spicy too, but it's just a beautiful balance here. It's wonderful. It lingers. A little bit of honey there on the finish too. There's a lot to like. And look, David Jennings, we got a front row seat to watch his palate at work when we were at Highwire Distillery. We selected that single barrel together. I mean, you all know that if you got your hands on it, you know how good that one was. Fortunately, we all agreed on how good that one was. So I feel like our palates aren't that far behind, but we definitely don't pull out the types of flavors that he does.
No.
Prickly pear syrup?
Yeah.
Kidding me?
I know.
I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I've had prickly pear margaritas. I like those.
Those are good.
Yeah.
And what I was really intrigued about is that I'm more of I was gonna say a passion drinker. Like I, taste things and, kind of eliminate as they go based on how it dances on the palate and how much enjoyment I'm getting out of drinking it. And then other factors come in, like if we're picking a bottle, will other people like it? Is this too far off the thing? But you could see we've said this before, like you could see the wheels turning and like
he's
almost making like a spreadsheet in his brain.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, I'm undermatched on this one. Like he's being very intellectual about the picks where I feel very, emotional about the picks.
Yes, absolutely. Richie's asking if the 2 Trails End Bourbon Van picks are still on shared pour payday tomorrow. Yeah, and it's a great time to do it. These guys right here, for those of you that don't know, Trails End 10. Our first pick ever was a Trails End 10 pick that was so good. We called it a candy bar in a glass. Tasted like a Snickers bar, quite honestly. The milk chocolate and all that. This a little bit different because this is your breakfast whiskey. This is your cinnamon roll, French toast, and maple syrup. And a little bit of water or an ice cube in there unlocks a ton of maple. And we've been saying just put it over a giant rock and a little bit of an orange peel, and you've got your cinnamon roll old fashioned.
Yeah.
It's delightful. Our friend Robert Sheard just ordered a couple more of these, got them today, and shared a photo with us. We love that. Thanks so much to Robert. But that's a really big deal because he ordered it, liked it so much, he ordered more, and he said, I can't tell if I like the first one or this one better, and I really loved the first one.
Yeah.
So we keep hearing that from you folks out there that you really like this new 10-year.
Yeah.
So we're thrilled to hear that.
And I was concerned because the first one went over so well.
Yeah.
And then the
Makes
entire
you nervous.
It makes you nervous. And then when I tasted it again after we selected it, I was like, I was trying to remember, like, do I like this more? I hope this compares. I hope everyone likes it as much as, and we've gotten positive responses, so that made me happy.
And then the other one is the one that Rich and Stacy are sipping tonight. This Trails End 8-year toasted stave finished bourbon, and then it went into a McCarthy's peated American single malt whiskey cask. This one is weird. It's not like anything you've ever tasted before. And when I say weird, I mean it
in
to
a good
my
way.
palate in the absolute best way.
Yeah.
I think it's just beautifully earthy. The peat is so gentle, and it's a little bit musty at first, but the more you get into it, oh man, that bottle up there is half gone. That's the second bottle of it that we've gotten into ourselves.
Is it?
Yeah, we ordered another one of these to replace one that we've already finished because that's how much we're enjoying this.
Yeah.
We shared it with friends too, of course.
Well, yeah, but I didn't realize we had already dominated one bottle. It's pretty good for us.
Yeah. It was, just delicious. I
like
took it
that
out in
was-
the backyard and just smashed it on the ground. I liked it so
Well,
much.
we
when I was
did
done.
take it camping with friends, and then I feel like it's
Yeah.
one of those that just kind of
Yeah, this one,
hits the mood.
113.69 proof. The one and only time that they've ever put Trails End into a McCarthy's barrel. And according to the folks that we've talked to, it's the one and only time it'll ever be done. So don't sleep on this one because there's not that many of them left and they're going quick. And once they're gone forever. This is, very unusual. And the other beautiful thing about both of those bottles is that the first Trails End pick that we sold, I believe it was $10 more than the Trails End 10
I know.
this time around. And even better, the Trails End 8 is another $10 cheaper than that. So we make nothing on these bottles, literally just put them out there because we believe in them so much. So thank you to all of you who got them and all of you who will get them.
Yeah.
We appreciate that very much.
Are we still doing
James, you are in?
the bundle too?
The bundle is still available. As long as the Still Austin Ryes are available, that bundle is available.
If that's of interest.
If you're
You
interested,
save some money on that.
Yeah, if you're interested in buying all three, you save $25.
Yeah.
Let us. You can go to any one of our recent videos. It's in the description. The bundle.
Yeah.
I didn't put it in this one because I'm a genius. James, you are in. Thank you. And Katie kisses to Mavis. How sweet is that?
I know, it's so sweet.
Come on, look at those kittens in her photo.
I know, and she's right over here, and she's sleeping on the edge of the couch.
Yeah.
I tuckered her out a little bit. She's very much into, I'm sure, like all cats, the sheet game, where you just kind of like throw the sheets in the air.
Oh yeah.
And then it gets the bubble, and then she like jumps and.
In all honesty, I get pretty excited about that myself.
But anyway, so before this, because if I don't tuck her up before the live stream, then she's jumping and on the computers and
it's a lot,
making noises, and
she's been very playful today.
She's very playful.
It's been raining outside every day in Bend, which is odd. So she doesn't like to go out in that. Usually she wants to go roll around on the concrete for a while out there.
She is getting very particular.
Yeah.
It's very sunny and warm. Or dry. It's not sunny and warm, but it's very dry here.
Yeah.
But we have gotten an abnormal amount of rain over the last few
real
weeks.
Weird.
And she literally takes 2 steps out and she's like, you could see it in her face, like,
I don't like the funk here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like hightails it back in. It's really quite funny.
Thank you so much, Stacy and Rich. Enjoying the 8-year tonight. We're thrilled to see it.
Good.
Diego says your Trails End 10 pick arrived today. Excited to try it on Saturday. We hope you love it. If you're missing out a little maple, you say, I could use a little more maple, put 3-4 drops of water in there. It really unlocks that maple syrup flavor. Yeah, Gunderstruck, he got a couple defeated. He actually reached out a couple days ago.
Nice.
Eric Gunderson. Yeah, Russ says that the 8-year Trails End McCarthy's is something special. Really appreciate that.
It's just, I personally really like it. Not only because it's delicious.
This is a great idea from Raymond there.
Oh, ooh, nice.
Yeah. We actually have
all
the things
brunch,
in house for a really nice French toast this weekend. I think, yeah, maybe we turn that into a bourbon French toast casserole. That sounds great.
Do I just throw a little bourbon in it?
No,
like in the batter? Or do I just have like a shooter of...
just a little shot glass on the plate next to it. Oh, and I just put this over the top. And you're like, no. You shoot that.
Like when they give you the... It's never enough, but they bring like the maple syrup in the little jar. And you kind of look at it and you go, you underestimate how much maple syrup I use on literally everything.
That's for the first half of the waffle.
Yeah. And they don't want to give you more, but you're like, you better. Yeah.
DK in the house, the Trails End 8 is phenomenal. Thank you so much. We're thrilled that people are enjoying it as much as we are.
Me too.
It's so unusual. It's so good. Robert in Colorado bought these bottles. I'm looking forward to your thoughts on them. Enjoy. Great. Absolutely. Well, I can tell you that the Brazen so far is the only one we've gotten into, but it's delicious.
Yeah.
I think it's time to go ahead and taste the second one.
I agree.
This one is batch number 3, aka Ms. Kiss. And the first one was all MGP. This one I had trouble. I could not find all the details on this one, so I apologize. This was Bardstown, though. This was a Kentucky bourbon, or Kentucky rye, and I believe it's produced by Bardstown.
Nice.
Or one of the distilleries in Bardstown. But it's certainly going to be different because that first one was all MGP. So I'm excited. This is our first taste of Raconteur Rye from outside of Indiana. Oh, it smells delightful.
Yeah, and it smells quite different. I did the same thing because I was like, is that what this one smelled like?
Wow.
So a little chocolate orange on the nose.
Yeah. And the proofs on these are all quite different.
I didn't write that down. I know one of them was 108, but I couldn't tell you which one. I think it was the last one.
Well, the first one here was 120.
Oh, wow.
Really? And this one's 8 years aged, and this is 118 proof, I guess.
Love it.
So we're up in the rest of these are all 8 years aged plus finishing. This first one here was 7.
Ooh. Let's give it a shot. Are you waiting for me to cheers?
I'm just ready.
Oh, very different than the first one.
Chocolate orange. You called that. Cocoa powder.
There's also a little floral note to this one.
This one has all the earthiness to it.
Wow, very different. Where this had a little bit of a peppery note, fruit sweetness, like cherry fruit sweetness, oakiness. This one kind of goes not the opposite direction, but definitely that barrel char is still there. But there is a little orange, a little floral.
Presents very differently. That barrel char, there's almost a tropical quality to it. You know, we said chocolate orange, but there's maybe even like a coconut type of thing happening here.
Yeah.
That's a really, really interesting whiskey right there.
I'm a fan of when things taste different.
Yes.
From batch to batch. Like, obviously, if it hits the mark and it's perfection, you want it to stay the same. That's not going to happen, though. And so if I do love when they take a chance and they are a little bit different. And the first two especially, both delicious, though.
Kind of the beauty of the brand here. And that's what we're going to get to when we get to Gemini 1 and Gemini 2. These are supposed to be released one after another because they're finished differently and they're from different states. However, when they got them both done, they said, well, let's release them together so that whiskey nerds will be able to taste them side by side to recognize the differences between states, between different types of finishing. That's the type of thing that gets us really excited over here.
Yeah.
Eric Gunderson in the house. Robert Sheard in the house.
Hey.
Look at some Bourbon Van OGs in the house.
I was going to say,
I
Robert, we haven't seen you not that we haven't seen you in a while. We've been
just talked about him though. We got an email from him today.
I was going to say we've been conversing behind the scenes, shall we say?
Yeah, great to see you both. A lot of the OGs in the house tonight. Thrilled to see so many of you. This is great. Richie Z says he used to date a Stacy, but I think there's another Richie here. I think you're right.
Oh, that's so funny. I love it.
Rusty says he was able to get the Gemini 2 from Sealbox. That is the Kentucky one.
Nice.
You are correct.
Okay.
So the Raconteur Rye, these last two, Gemini 1 and Gemini 2, we got Brazen, Ms. Kiss, Gemini 1, Gemini 2.
Mm-hmm. This is really...
You are in.
Yeah, this is really...
I love that
Eric.
avatar.
I know, it's so great. Do you know, I work with two coworkers, both in their 30s. Like, it doesn't matter, like low and mid 30s. And I made a Seinfeld reference that did not land. And then, and they looked at me like really bizarre. And I was like, haven't you ever seen Seinfeld before? And they said no. They never watched one episode.
Never seen Seinfeld?
And I think they said like they tried, but they didn't get it. And I was like, I've never felt so old in my life. I was like,
Mary Tyler Moore was like 20 years before my time, but I watched that.
I know. I was just like, it made me very sad. I was
how many
like,
episomes of Happy Days I've watched? Come on.
well,
If you can't relate to something that's only like 10 years behind your prime time,
yeah,
give it another shot. We
maybe.
all have, how can you understand your parents if you don't watch at least some of the stuff?
I mean, you didn't watch like the WB.
I haven't watched anything in like 20 years.
Yeah, so I mean, like,
who am I to preach?
You know, like I don't know. Pretty Little Liars. Like that seemed like something that was really popular. You've never seen that, right?
Heard of it. Tom Shanley says Seinfeld is one of my all-time favorite. Is my all-time favorite show. I'm right there with you. Arrested Development. Before they brought it back and it got weird.
Oh yeah,
the first 2 to 3 seasons were stellar.
We have 4, and then the 5th one got picked up by Netflix or something, and that was trash.
Yeah,
literally.
All in the Family, absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
I did feel really sad about it.
Things do get harder to relate to in time, so it is what it is. But yeah, Seinfeld, man, that was just everything in the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was. I mean,
but maybe you had to
miss that. You miss a lot because we didn't have the internet back then.
I know, but if you were only like 10 or something, probably didn't watch it. I don't know. Maybe you did. Anyway, back to this rye. It's very delicious.
It's so different. These are completely different whiskeys. You would think a different brand. Well, it is a different brand, right? You know, you're talking about MGP versus, I think, Bardstown on the rye, or a Bardstown distillery. Maybe it's not Bardstown, but Indiana and Kentucky. So different. And the colors, I mean, this Bardstown one is Ms. Kiss is certainly the lightest of the entire bunch here. Yeah,
this one strikes me as more of a rye. Like it has a little bit of the heavier flavors. It's not like a rye that bounces on your tongue like the rye spice.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
MASH. And
my dad watched that.
And that's an amazing reference.
Yeah. Wait, which guy? Not Alan
Radar
Alda.
with the little glasses.
Oh.
The stocking cap.
Oh, yeah, I do remember.
Yeah, you remember him.
Yeah. I don't remember anything about that except that my dad always watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very different, these ones. Sweeter, less sweet. A little bit more bourbon forward. This one does have a little bit of rye characteristics, a little bit of that anise flavor to it on the finish.
Yeah, this is like more of a bright citrus rye.
Yeah.
This is more of a the earthiness here.
I was trying to keep it. I feel like I'm always the one that goes on tangents, and I'm trying to keep us on track, but everyone wants to talk about MASH now.
Well, I mean, look,
and I like it.
Somebody suggested that not everybody in the chat is in their 30s. Neither are we. Not even close anymore. We're into the back half of our 40s now.
Yeah.
You believe that? To say that out loud makes me feel it's like that Matt Damon at the end of that movie when he all of a sudden he gets really old.
Matt Damon getting old?
Yeah. Well, all the characters do, but there's a gif of Matt Damon that people use a lot. Well, never mind.
What, is it like a recent movie? You guys will know.
It's one of the Tom Hanks war movies. Yeah, somebody's gonna be upset with me for not knowing which movie that comes from. Saving Private Ryan?
That could be.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I watched that so long ago that there's like no way that. Yeah.
There it is.
Rusty's got it.
And his acquisition skills.
Yeah.
Terrific. Richie C says, I like pepper, aniseed, and clove in rye, but not always dill. I completely agree with you on that.
Yeah.
You want to get into this Gemini here? And I'd like to tell you what it's finished in.
Mizanera.
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 So this
Gotta
is
do the roll of the tongue. Mizanera.
Nara. Well, it's not Italian.
Yeah, it's not. I know, but it sounds Italian.
Gemini 1 and Gemini 2. These are the two that are about to be released, or maybe they were just released. Go to RaconteurRye.com to find out more. Gemini 1, 8 years aged, MGP, and it was 3 different ryes. So you've got one that was finished in Mizanera, one that was finished in toasted. It was, let's see, 48 months of curing and toasting, toasted barrel. And then the other one is barely rye used casks that they used for finishing. So 3 different types of finishing on this particular Indiana whiskey here, that 8 years aged. And then the last one, Gemini 2, is Kentucky produced, and then finished strictly in Mizanera casks. So these last 2 here coming out at the exact same time, but they're going to be, I think, I expect them to be, wildly different here.
I'm interested too. So 1 and 3 pair up, since they're both MGP, to see what flavors pull forward just from that.
Yes, absolutely. Well, are you ready to go on to Gemini 1?
Yeah.
Actually, let's do the noses on both of these.
Also, Robert, don't worry about the. I love the tangents.
Yeah, we're here for the nonsense as much as you are.
Dang, I like the nose on this.
Ooh.
Gemini 1.
These are both remarkably different and remarkably.
It smells like.
Very excited with my
cinnamon candies and sugar.
Yeah.
Almost a little toffee. God, what is that note? Like a raspberry.
So I will say,
sorry.
Glass 1 here with the multiple finishes strikes me as it's going to be way more complex. But Glass 2 with the straight up Mizanera finishing from Kentucky makes me think that smells like it's just going to be a delightful, straight ahead, anybody could enjoy it type of sip.
Oh, yeah.
Man, they're very different. But yeah, I give it to Gemini 1 here on complexity, at least. At least on the nose.
Yeah, there's a few similarities here.
We're back to the one from Indiana being having more citrus, brighter notes, and the one from Kentucky being richer, darker notes.
I mean, this Indiana one, the flavors just bouncing out of the glass.
Yeah, I agree with that. You want to drink it?
Yeah.
Man, me too.
Oh man, these noses are dynamite on these 2.
Dynamite, yeah, expressive and unique.
Just sit there. I bet at the end of these, if we get down to the bottom, which we may, the glasses are going to smell really good. You know, the glasses always smell really great. Sometimes better than the whiskey. Sometimes.
Oh, the way this one coats. Ooh, that is very unique. Mizanera, toast, a heck of a lot of rye. There is a ton to like here. It's not overly oaky, though. At 8 years age, I expected this one to be real heavy oak with all that finishing.
Well, interesting, because I need a few more sips on this one, because I didn't get much in the bounce of flavors, but I did get oakiness on that for me. So we almost went opposite. Where
it's oaky, but it doesn't strike me as being like hit over the head with oak.
No.
It's
correct.
bright. It's bright. Unlike sometimes I think when people talk about something being over oaked, what they're saying is this crept into the barrel and then it took all of that back in. In the colder season, and that's what you're wound up with is like really intense oak. There's a lot of it, but it's not that sort of like oppressive or standoffish oak.
Yeah, the nose on this was just so vibrant that I was expecting the palate to exude that as well, and it was very oaky.
Yeah.
Not very oaky, not in a bad way, but it was oaky. And so that kind of took me by surprise. But again, I'll get like 2-3 sips in and, I'll swoon.
We got Rich and Stacy sitting in the same house, I suspect, just going back and forth about who's older.
Wait, who's older between them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, Mizanera wood, as we understand it, is very difficult to work with. But
there is a drying quality.
Yeah.
Like that my palate immediately got a little bit juicy, I guess. But then it dried off real quick. Almost like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it ends in some beautiful places. There's a toffee. Wow. I'll tell you what,
young
sometimes
at heart. Everyone keeps going over who's the oldest, but we're all young at heart. That's all that matters.
I want to say one thing about these. We recently, well, in the next week, you'll see, I think next week we have a video coming out where we tasted something that was well over $100 or just over $100. And we didn't think it tasted special enough to warrant that price point. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Yeah.
But we've had a couple of those in the past and recently. I don't think that you would say the same thing here.
What do these run? I don't.
130 is what they run.
Oh, 130. Oh,
and that's.
Yeah. Oh, I love them.
You're in the right neighborhood here for that amount of work that's going into it. Mizunara, this is literally triple finished.
Yeah.
And it's blended beautifully. These are remarkable whiskeys. Yeah. A really special whiskey. I think we all appreciate that. And it's not something you come across all the time.
Yeah.
And this Gemini one here is really doing it for me.
I think that obviously price is in the eye of the beholder, right? Who's purchasing it, money means something different to every single person you ask on the street, right? And for me, I want it to taste delicious. Like
yeah.
I want the balance there, whatever. But it is most important that to get the biggest bang for my buck, I actually enjoy drinking it. But I also can appreciate, we talked about the Heaven Hill 17 just a video or two ago. And I can appreciate when you taste something and it tastes elegant. You're like, this does not hit my palate, but dang, is this a special whiskey? I can also appreciate that. But if I'm an everyday drinker going I have $130 to spend, I better freaking like that sip, right? Because I do want to drink them. We have so many bottles that do sit on our shelves that we're we'll never get it again. Don't drink it. I think about our pick, the ASW.
The Fiddler.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we never drink it, and I love it only because
we got one bottle.
We only got one bottle, and we should have got 3.
The same is true of this whiskey Del Bach pick.
Yeah. And so
gone, and we'll never see it again.
But I'm getting over that.
Sugar Kitty's in the house. Sugar Kitty, by the way, you are going to love tomorrow's video. It is a bonus final of the season episode of 5 Sip Friday, and it features a whole bunch of Mavis. Very excited about that one.
I haven't seen that.
No, you haven't seen it yet. I'll show it to you later.
Because you just said that. I was usually I preview.
The last photo, the photo at the end of that video is one of the cutest photos of her that's ever existed. It might be the cutest photo of any cat.
Is it footage? So is it footage that I tend to
most
take
of it is you.
Oh, not of me. I'm just saying that I've taken of Mavis.
Yeah, it's mostly your stuff.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's a little bit of mine though.
So then I always feel good. Phil does all the editing, but I give him an overabundance of footage to choose from.
Reggie Z says sandalwood's the note people use, but who's tasted that? I think that maybe comes from candles or something like that, because as soon as you said sandalwood, it triggered in my brain that this glass 3, there is a dose of that here, of what I would associate with it. Now, again, who's tasted it? Absolutely. But I like it. That's interesting.
I agree, because I feel like sandalwood's one of those things that gets thrown around. It's funny that you say candles, because that is the prime, when you're looking for candles online or if you're in a store or whatever, there's always a sandalwood, and I always gravitate. I'm oh, I gotta finally figure out what sandalwood tastes like. I'll just say it sandalwood. I don't know.
That's that's one of the cool things that I'm looking forward to sharing soon. I've been working on this video when we were at Brickstore Distillery here in the Willamette Valley, actually, of Oregon. They took us on this great tour, and it ended in their distilling room where they have made their own extracts of every flavor that we talk about on Whiskey Tube. And they've got, I don't know, there's probably 100 jars of it there now. And we just looked at it and thought, wouldn't it be amazing to actually dig into those and experience those things so that we can speak even more intelligently to these things? Because we do the best we can, but let's be honest, we've never tasted sandalwood extract. We don't know what that tastes like. But that video is the audio. I'm still working on it to try and make it better. But that'll go out to our Patreons in the next probably 2 weeks, because it's such a cool video. I can't wait to share that one. If you're interested in wine, distilling, and just hearing things presented in a way that you've never heard them talked about in a winery or distillery before, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I was so fascinated by that. Science, biology, not my strong suit in school. If you can imagine, communications, got an A. Writing also I very much excelled at. However,
Vince Vaughn was your teacher in communications.
I wish, yeah, got in trouble. But I was so fascinated just being like behind the scenes or whatever. And I am so intrigued. Like, I really want to go back next summer and just kind of do like a little sample. I'll never remember, you'll remember, but it's just such a great, like, they do it themselves because they are experimenting on their end, right?
Yeah.
Like, so they're experimenting with.
I mean, their whiskey they're producing is great.
Yeah.
The cocktails that they're mixing up are great. We love them. If you've their gin, their Brick Sewer, what's that one? Barrique
the
gin.
botanical, yeah.
Oh man, that's fantastic.
Also, I've just been sitting here, and I think all the compilation of flavors.
It's all building, but that
Gemini is lovely.
I want to say the Gemini one is special.
Yeah.
That is a great whiskey. Highly recommending that one off the jump here. If you enjoy Irish and see Glendalough 13-year Mizunara, it's the best I've had aside from some Japanese whiskeys. Well,
Nice.
That's interesting. We'll keep our eyes open for that.
You know what's so sad?
And Jeff Perkins says, speaking of expensive pours video from Monday, which is about to go over 3,000
Guys!
views. That's huge for us. Thank you so much to everybody that's watched
Who knew that people wanted you to hear that? Like, you don't have to buy those.
Just popped in our head one day. I also enjoy the Russell's 13 over the 15. I feel like there's more going on. It's certainly more accessible.
I agree. I immediately had that same thought, Jeff. The 13, and the only reason we didn't buy the next version was because of the price point, not because we didn't like the previous version. But I thought it was perfect. It had a perfect balance of age and flavors.
We managed to get the first two Russell's 13s were released within like 6 months of each other. We got the second one too. Didn't like it as much as the first one, but it was still a great whiskey, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Mark Warner in the house. Great to see you. Do Russell's 15 and Heaven Hill 17 blind against each other? I don't know that.
I'm not sure Phil would let me do that one.
Well, we could do it. We could do that. That might be a good Patreon video. I have to say,
he didn't want me to pour the 17 even for the.
They stand out. They're very. Those two are very obvious to me. That Heaven Hill profile. I mean, it's really hard to blind that. It's so obvious to me.
You wouldn't have to blind it, though. Blinding does help, but sometimes even knowing, as long as you have an open mind and you're not like, I'm going to pick the Heaven Hill one because I love that one. I spent the most money. Like, you can drink them and just say like, oh man, I didn't know that, but I like the flavor of Heaven Hill 17 better.
It is good. It's still good to compare them. You're absolutely right. Yeah, it's a good idea. James, isn't sandalwood an incense from back in the day of lava lamps?
I still have. So when we started dating eons ago, there in the shopping malls, which they all don't have anymore, there was like one of those.
Everybody that's watching us from a shopping mall is furious with you right now.
Yes, I'm sure everyone's watching from a shopping mall. But they had like the corner store, and it had all like I want to say like the hippie stuff, right? Like there was always like, what was those ponchos that we bought? And there was always like a bunch of incense, tons of candles. And I remember I bought like that huge dragon candle.
It was a cool candle.
It was so cool. And I was really obsessed with it. Like I was wearing crocheted clothes, and you go through periods anyway. But incense was like the one thing and so I bought this little black box and just the Nag Champa incense.
Yes.
And we burned it all the time.
Nonstop. Well, at the time, I was a bit of a dirtbag. I smoked a lot of cigarettes in the house.
Bachelor.
I was just, it was a typical early 20 something in the late 90s type of punk rock dirtbag.
But I still loved it. Like I'm not burning it, whatever. But I was recently cleaning out the garage, as you do once a year, to try to find the floor.
Whether it needs it or not.
And we still have it. And I almost burned it. Like I do sometimes occasionally burn it.
Great. It's a little musty now.
I know. On occasion, I think, I should bring this in the van. But we lit a candle in the van once, and it set off the fire alarm. So I don't think having like smoke.
No. Sometimes it just gets hot enough in there that it melts the candle a little bit and makes it smell anyway. At least that's what it used to be with the other van.
I still love it. We were talking about incense, right? I was like, how did I get on the incense train?
We were all over the place. Christy, great to see you. Welcome.
All
right, where are we? I'm just trying to catch up. I'm way behind here.
That's all right.
Prescription Bourbon is in the house. Great to see you.
I'm pretty happy.
Macrame granny ponchos, sure.
I love that there's so much conversation happening behind the scenes.
See, he says, what? That's what I wore today. Is crochet out?
I literally had a conversation with a coworker yesterday about how you get those, if you have an iPhone, you get the videos like your trip in 2019 or whatever, right? Like it brings you back memories. And I don't know how long they've been doing this, but I've been wearing the same outfits for like 20 years now. And so we were just joking about how like I must just be neutral in my outfit selections.
Seems like it.
But like the crocheted, I think it just is always a good thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of very cool, very warm, comfy things, Eric and Steph Gunnarsson sent us. I was going to go over there and get it, but it's literally the size of the living room. This huge handmade blanket. That's absolutely amazing. Mavis has already claimed it.
Oh, yes,
and a little cat bed for Mavis.
Bed.
It's awesome. We were going to have to show it off
at
some point.
It's also really beautiful, and the colors are spectacular, and I'm a little afraid because part of it is white. I was like, oh no, that's gonna not be white
we've had it for about 40 hours, and you've been under it for about 30.
Yeah, when I don't always.
It's been cold here.
I work from home 70% of the time, and it went very quickly from 90 degrees to.
It went 90 to 47 in a matter of 24 hours. It's been wild. AJ Mountain Biker, do you know of any good rides from either Pennsylvania or Maryland? Be in that area next week doing a bike packing trip along the Potomac River. That sounds amazing.
Isn't Sagamore in Maryland?
Sagamore's in Maryland. Dad's Hat in Pennsylvania. Really weird stuff. Sometimes what you find is like 2 years aged or 3 years aged, because it doesn't need to age all that long to get some really wild flavors there. But if you find the higher age stuff, it's interesting at the very least. I would never call it my favorite, but Dad's Hat stuff is pretty interesting.
But what a cool trip. Bike packing.
Yeah.
We do run a lot. Running, not my favorite. Phil loves it. I feel like I would be a really great bike packer. I really love biking, like cycling and whatever, but I'm not going to do it by myself. So then I just end up running.
Our friend JT bike packed most of the way around Lake Michigan.
Yeah, to Traverse City.
He just had too many mechanicals and had to shut it down. No, I've been putting myself through. We've had a couple of people ask, so I'm going to share it here. My foot issues, my Achilles issues are subsiding, almost all the way gone. So I'm putting myself through a bit of a running boot camp right now to get my base back up so that I can start training for real races again. Julie already signed up for her first race of 2026.
That's till April, so I got lots of time.
You got time, but I'm running Monday through Friday each week right now, and then riding Saturday and Sunday, trying to build up my stamina. This week, it's 80 minutes a day, Monday through Friday.
It's impressive.
What have I done? 4 days? What is that? 320 minutes this week so far?
I did one bike ride.
You know what? Exercise is exercise. So I'm getting after it. So for those of you who've been asking how things are going, it's going very well. And I'm starting to get a big idea in my head for 2026. So happy to be healthier now. Paul Brian Bell wants to know who picks the playlist on the road. We split that duty pretty frequently, to be completely honest. We listen to a lot of the same stuff anyways.
We do listen to a lot of the same stuff. Are
we starting glass 4 here? Gemini 2, I'm ready.
Yeah. Anything that's kind of like Phil's not getting into anything like today's hits, pop music, whatever. I save that for my runs.
Right. I'm like, get off my lawn.
Yeah. But I do save that for my runs.
With your auto tune.
But in general, I was going to say, we joke that we haven't listened to any new music since 2015.
It's kind of true.
And that feels fair.
There's an album coming out tomorrow that I couldn't be more excited about.
Which is?
Annika Nilles. I've never actually heard her name said.
Oh, now I know who this is. It's
yeah.
that jazz singer.
No, she's the drummer.
Hey.
It's a modern jazz drummer. She's so phenomenal. Her last album was called Opuntia, Opuntia. Look it up.
I know, but isn't she on the cover? I just assumed she was the singer.
No, it's like some sort of artwork thing on the cover. There's no singing on that album. It's modern jazz type stuff. I think she's German. Annika Nilles is at least how it's spelled. And she has a new album coming out tomorrow for the first time in several years. And I'm so excited about it. I love her music. I cannot wait to listen to that.
You mentioned it earlier today, and I just did the like, yeah, sure, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's
and
what you usually do.
And until you said it right now, I can picture like it's like an opaque or like a cream album cover
pinky.
with like some designs. If you're a patron, I think we did a Whiskey in the Van Wednesday with it.
I think we did. I think it was a whiskey and music pairing.
Or whiskey and music, not Whiskey in the Van. Sorry.
Jazz and whiskey pairing. That's what we call it.
Whatever.
We have a whole playlist of those now. We should turn that into a coffee table book. Is that people still do that?
Probably.
I don't think the writing is good enough for it.
Yeah. Well, we have ChatGPT now, so. This smells so rye-tastic.
Yes.
The nose on this one.
Chris in the house from Eastern Kentucky. Love it. Anybody get out to the, was it Pours in the Park? No, not Pours in the Park. What did they just have? Kentucky
Bourbon
just had a bourbon on the banks. Is that what it was? There was a big festival out there. Our friends Chasing Neat were there. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. This is just it. And we talked about this. I talked about this with Kurt from SLB via text, actually. He said he tried a little bit of it. And he said, I mentioned to him, we've shared this with people. And at first they never wanted it. Or they would take a sip and be like, I don't know about this one. And then later on they come back up and they're like, can I have some more of that? Because it's so interesting. It's so unique. And Kurt said, like, yeah, this is not a have a quick sip and be done with it type of whiskey. This is a thinker's whiskey. He started sharing his tasting notes on it. And I was like, he's better I was like, you're better at this than I am. But he said the same thing right off the jump. You're like, I don't know. And then by the bottom of the glass, you're like, I have to have more of this. It's very unique.
Well, I mean, even for me, I remember.
And you're in, Mark.
Yeah, even that I took that first sip that we had, and I just immediately knew. I was like, this is kind of like a universal. It's interesting. It's thought-provoking. It's conversational. You may not love it at the beginning, but by the end, you probably do, and you want more.
Yeah.
It's just really interesting. I saw that you just took this sip, and I was excited because I had taken mine already, and I wanted to say that this one, feels like a distiller's rye. This one speaks to me like the Still Austin rye pick, the pick that we did speaks to me like this tastes like rye, and it's jumping out of the glass, and I love the flavors, and it's right up my alley.
And this is strictly Mizunara cask finished. This is a Kentucky 8-year, and this one, what I love about it is that there's spice, and it's hanging around that spice. It's beautiful spice, but like the clove and all and the things you would expect here, but the vanilla and the tobacco that hang around, and they are that's the undercurrent that sticks around for you Bill Evans fans. That's the undercurrent that's so nice there. Wasn't that the name of his famous album, Undercurrent? Now I'm second guessing myself. I'm
out on that.
Man, that's really delightful. That is a bourbon drinker's rye right there.
That one is exceptional. I'm gonna go as far as saying like that one is exceptional. I took one sip of that and thought, I'm really glad that we have that.
The way that this one lingers, it just lingers with beautiful vanilla and like winter mint, like almost sweet vanilla notes there.
Yeah, it's like that winter mint's a great. So there's like that mintiness, but there's like cherry and there's oak and the vanilla and the spice comes in the finish, and it tastes like a rye, and it's not trying to be anything but what it is, and the flavors just jump out of the glass, and there's no rough edges. And when I talk about it a lot, you know that I'm excited about it, and
I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Never seen anything like it. Last time you were this excited, Pikesville, 2020.
I just had that the other day. It's still good.
It's still so good. That's such a good whiskey. Come on.
Do you ever do that when you're like, all right, I'm bored. Like, I don't want to drink any of this stuff. Like, what should I do? And you go for an old one. And you're like, God, remember how much I loved that? I wonder if it's any good anymore. And that's how I felt about that. Like, I was like, I haven't drank that in years. But that same bottle's been sitting up on the top shelf for like 2 years. And still delicious,
man.
So I'm happy about
this.
This
actually is reminiscent a little bit of Pikesville, but there's a ton of tobacco here that you don't get on that one.
I love this one.
Oh, this is really nice. Oh, it's beautiful. Peach Coke in the house. What happened? What did I miss? Where's Mavis? She's on the couch.
She's sleeping.
Sleeping. Julie played with her all afternoon, so she would be sleepy enough to not be on the computer right now.
That black licorice note, sorry, on that glass. Woo!
It's outstanding.
I'm going to drink them all through. And we're not putting them in order. It doesn't really matter. But like my initial thoughts on this was like the first glass and then the fourth glass that I drank are my favorite for sure. But I don't remember what happened in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. This Gemini 1, I think, is thrilling, by the way. There's a ton going on there. It's just like we said, the Gemini 1 is so complex. There's so much to think about. And then the Gemini 2, from the start, you just knew that was going to be a straight ahead banger. That was going to be great, great whiskey. And it's exactly that. Richie Z says, Achilles tendon is serious. Yeah. Punched me out for like, 5 months? I couldn't do anything. So I'm glad to be back to it.
Yeah. And Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. I'm a regular Christian McCaffrey.
Feels just as
no teasing. What's the 2026 big plan? I'm considering returning to a 100-mile distance. I know better.
I was like, I don't know. We'll travel around maybe in winter.
Who's the artist you just mentioned? Annika Nilles. Anikkanilles is her name.
Do you want me to like figure it out? Oh no, I'll fly.
All the way from DC to Pittsburgh. Man, that's a haul. Good luck with that. Kentucky Bourbon Festival.
Oh.
Buffalo bourbon enthusiasts, what's going on? Cheers to you. Bourbon on the Banks, October 4th in Frankfurt. You guys coming? Wish we could. I will be fresh off of a Colorado boys trip, and Julie will be
on our way to
California for work.
For a work trip, which seems boring, but is going to be exceptional, actually. I actually am really excited about it. Phil could have came for free, and he said no.
Well, somebody, I want to be here with Mavis. I don't like leaving her alone. I'll be gone for a few days, and then you'll be gone for a few days. And
this is how you know you're getting older. When we had Norman, we were just spring pups, right? 20, early 20s. Poor Norman just got shuffled around, and he didn't care. Like, shuffled around. We left him at home for like 4 days. No big deal, whatever.
I'd pick him up and put him on my shoulders and wear him like a scarf for 6 months at a time.
We were busy out partying and doing, what 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds do. And now, like, Mavis is our whole life. And it's like, leave her for a night? Oh, I don't know. Can't.
Yeah.
Love her. Which is why she just comes with us all the time.
She's the best. She's so fun to have with us. She was so fun last weekend. That 5 Sip Friday video for tomorrow, it's not a ton of footage of her, but it's the most exciting part of the video to me, putting that together. Robert Sheard, yeah, you got something in common there. You are a cyclist extraordinaire as well.
Hey, Robert, Ride the Rim? Yeah.
Yeah, we talked. He actually reached out to us to see if we were going to do that this year because we were thinking about putting together a team.
Yeah, it just happened, and my girlfriend said, like, do it once and you'll never do it again because it's so much elevation. But I think enough time has passed that I would love to do it on a non-smoky weekend. I bet it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was really smoky when we were there.
We had a really great fire season this year.
For the most part.
And it's still lovely. But I know that you had talked about, I've been trying to slowly talk Phil into that Ragbri. You brought that up, 6 months ago, a year ago, something, out in Iowa. And I am interested. I've watched a few YouTube videos. It seems awful and hot and whatever, but I still think it would be so fun. It looks so fun.
Yeah.
So anyway, think about it. Maybe we can get Phil on board.
Somebody just mentioned that we don't have any mods in the house. And so I clicked on, I got a text from Independent Joe. He's one of our mods, and he's just sending me memes.
Oh.
Sorry, there's no mods in the house tonight, everybody.
Why are people being mean? Oh, no, don't be mean.
Eric Gunderson should be our mod. It's easy to do from comments, but it's not easy to do from chats. So, yeah, we probably should have done that by now. But, 5 years in, we're still learning. By the way,
or
YouTube, I got a bone to pick.
We have just the most wonderful community. We don't have to worry about it.
Sure. Bone to pick with YouTube. They're presenting comments now. It used to be I would open up the app or the browser, and it would show me the most recent comments, no matter what the video was. Now they're doing what they call most relevant. So I have to sort constantly if I want to see new
most relevant about the video?
About anything, what they think is relevant. So it could be from 2021.
Oh, weird.
Or it could just be the most random comment. And we're not getting, when somebody comments on a comment, we get no notification whatsoever. So if there's like a thread of people chatting, we have no idea. They've absolutely ruined it from the creator standpoint. It takes me forever to try and find all the comments, but I do want to see all the comments. I read all the comments. I try to keep up, but it's a real pain in their apps now. So just throwing that out.
It's a pain in their apps.
Pain in their apps. So just throwing that out there. If you if you comment and you're like, they haven't given me a thumbs up or anything, and it's been 36 hours, we're working on it.
It's been 36 hours.
It's just such a pain. We try, we comment on just about everything that we can. Chris he says we really need to talk about what you're doing with that RR15. It's in a box currently.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still a special bottle. It's just not a $250 bottle to me.
Is that what we call it paid for?
Yeah.
I can't be too mad. We actually spent.
No, I'm not upset that we tried anything. And having a channel makes it all very unique, because we use it for things. We talk about it. It's, coming up with video ideas is kind of a pain. I don't know if you guys know that. Matter of fact, somebody's nominated us for a video that we're going to release on Monday. And I was like, oh, good. I don't have to think about it.
You're like, done. This is a great video. We'll do it. I don't know. I feel, yeah.
Pain in their apps. Yeah, other people like it. All right. So slap a label on the box, send it my way. Okay, so we are an hour and 1 minute in, and I think that means it's time to choose a winner of the first flight. We have 2 flights to give away. Let's do one, then we'll pick a favorite here, and then we'll do another one. Is that all right with you guys?
Mm-hmm. I'm just walking through these. God, you know what I love about this flight? They all taste different.
Completely. It's if you like,
very delicious.
If you like seeing how different finishes and different states create different flavors, this is a great flight for you. All right.
Because we're only doing one, there's like really good chances here.
Gemini 1, Glass 3 here is an absolute thrill. That's so fun.
Well, can I have your spinner thing that you always do?
Do you mean the thing where I just
Siri.
yell at Siri for not giving people my audio? It's in silent mode again.
My phone's not been ringing lately.
You guys ever use a phone?
Yeah, the phones make me feel old now.
Yeah.
I feel like you get to that point where
How many numbers do you have?
Let's do 14 because we're just doing one entry per.
Okay. Give me a number between 1 and 14. It turned off. Give me a number between 1 and 14.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's not going to do audio for us, but I will show it to you. It is 11.
Oh,
who do you got over there?
We've got Robert in Colorado.
Robert in Colorado. I don't know if we
do not have his info.
No, send us an email, thebourbonvan@gmail.com. Send us an email with your mailing address, and we will get you that flight. Congratulations. Yeah, we've never sent anything to Robert in Colorado.
Robert in Colorado.
Yes, I love when there's a new winner. That's great.
Yeah.
Phil and Julie, I'm having the best peated scotch ever now. Let me know if you need 60 milliliters.
What? What is the best
what
peated
is it?
scotch? Yes, tell us.
That's why I write letters, stupid phones. Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, I'm making notes so that I don't forget.
All right.
Sorry. What was
all right? Should we pick a favorite and then we'll pick the other winner?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was just making notes so that we don't forget. And I was unrandomizing. So it was randomizing, unrandomized, so that it's always randomized.
I think what I like about the first one, Brazen, which was such a good one, is Not what I like about the other ones that I like.
I know where you're going.
thebourbonvan@gmail.com, Robert. Thank you very much. You can also reach out to us on Instagram if you want to drop us a message there. Or I don't think there's any other ways to reach us.
Totally.
But the Brazen is such a big rye, huge rye backbone with a ton of great bourbon flavor.
Do you want me to put the email address in there?
Yeah, I suppose I could do that.
That might be just in case.
All right, here it comes.
What I like about the first one, and it's probably why they put it as the first one, or maybe not why, but it was a nice intro into the first. Well, I guess this is the second batch because we didn't get batch one. But this again goes back to it is a bourbon drinker's rye.
Yes.
It's not super rye forward. There's rye characteristics about it, but it's not overwhelmingly rye. Like if you take 1 to 4, the pendulum swings definitely to rye as you go to number 4. Mm-hmm. Whereas our glass number 1 is just like a barely rye, in my opinion.
Glass number 1 here, the Brazen though, coats. I mean, it's like
I love it.
It's like that Macklemore video where he's walking around. He's got the giant fur coat on. Yeah. Or Sleepy Brown from the Outkast video. It's just, I don't know. It always looks cozy to me. I've never owned one. Never tried one on even. Like the concept of it.
Yeah.
Man, glass 1 is so good. Glass 3, Gemini 1 hits me the same in a similar fashion, even though, actually they are both from Indiana, so maybe that makes sense.
Oh, those are the 2 MGP ones?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So interesting.
Is glass 3 hit the top of your list?
Mm-hmm.
And glass 3 for me doesn't hit for my palate.
Is that right? Interesting.
I don't know if it's because I'm comparing glass 3 and 4. Like when I was doing the tasting throughout.
I mean, that's kind of what they're doing.
These were like the 2 here, and then this was the breaking point, and these were the 2 here. And 4 was so rye-tastic for my palate that I loved it so much so that I didn't give 3 enough of a shot. But
I like 3 because the toasted presence really unlocks something special in this whiskey. Mm-hmm. It's also been finished in barely rye barrels that previously held a high corn content rye, and it's also been aged, finished in the Mizunera. So there's the complexity there, and the toffee, the tobacco, the vanilla. It's all. I mean, I'm listing bourbon flavors here. Man, that's good.
This one, are you talking about 3, right?
Yeah, Gemini 1.
So this one is very grain forward.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think that's where it's throwing me a little bit. Like this one to me tastes very grain forward without the rye spice or the sweetness.
I think
it's like a heavy grain.
I think all the oak, all the various finishes there are what makes this one special. Mm-hmm. It is. Oh man. I think there's the grain shows up. I think the toast shows up. The Mizunera shows up. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of things at once. It could be overwhelming, honestly, but I really like the way that one sits on my palate. Beautiful.
I will say that not a bad sip in the bunch today.
I would agree.
If they're like, you can only have one. I think that I'm going with my glass number 4, the newest one, the Gemini 2. I just think there's something so special because I personally am looking for a rye. Mm-hmm. I want it to taste like a rye. I want it to be a rye. Glass number 1 is a close second because I love the way that drinks like a bourbon rye.
Brazen was unbelievable.
It's just so delicious. It's like so universally, like if you were choosing a barrel, it depends what like mindset you were in. Do you want something that is like, no matter who you are, you're going to love it? Glass number 1. Do we want something like, I love, kind of like our Still Austin, right? Mm-hmm. I love rye. I want you to love rye. I want you to love it as much as I do. You're not going to be convinced it's anything but a rye. And that's where I am at with glass number 4. And I think that's why I like it so much.
Glass 4, that's a palate crusher. It's great. I mean, it's straight ahead, very delicious, easy to enjoy. Mm-hmm. The flavors jump right out, land on your palate. You're not gonna miss anything here. It's all there. Glass 3, I think you have to work at it a little bit. Yeah. It's a complex thinking whiskey that is, to me, I get really excited about that, especially if I'm going to spend over $100 on it. That's the type of thing that gets me really excited.
Yeah.
But glass 4, there's no denying. You bring that to a bottle share, you're going to have some folks pretty excited about that.
I'm fairly obsessed with glass number 4. Robert in Colorado, you're going to get this whole flight. I'm so curious. Like, once you get it, send us an email and let us know what you think of the lineup. There's no wrong answers of what order that you want to drink them in, but I am curious of what you choose, because Phil and I are completely different too when it comes to orders for most everything.
Yeah, we've been on the same page a lot this summer, but something like this, this is more exciting to me to see, like, complex versus a little more straight ahead, but they're both interesting enough that they're special, they're unique, they're wonderful. All right. Okay, so my favorites tonight, glass 3 and glass 4, Gemini 1 and Gemini 2. I think that they're both right there. I think that glass 1 here, Brazen, it's right there near the top. I love the way that one coats. That's what sets that apart. But the flavors of glass 3, the complexity, it's just a little more complex than Brazen. Glass 4, it hits easier. It's easier to find the delicious flavors than glass 1. So tough call here. I think they're outstanding. But the new Geminis, I think that's the takeaway. These are very good whiskeys.
Psychologically, like, I wonder if you did a study, I feel like when I put things in order, I feel like my number 1 is always like instinctually like what I think is the best. And number 2 for me is always what's my palate pleaser, right? So that's why I chose 4. I'm like, I literally think for my palate, that is Rye forward. I feel like it's the best one, which is great because it's the new one coming out. And then, like, for a palate pleaser, like that batch 2, which isn't the first edition, but like the first edition we've had,
batch 2 is very easy.
Is like so easygoing and like lovely and palate pleasing, which is why I put it in second. It's just really interesting. I wonder, like, if there is something.
Oh, I thought you were talking about glass 2.
No, glass 1.
Glass 1, yeah.
Which is like
it's outstanding.
2. Yeah. I'm on the outer skirts here.
Yeah.
I'm keeping the 2 in the middle as,
nothing wrong with that.
These are my 2 favorite.
Robert, we did get your email. I just checked. We are good. Did we find the new Jack Daniel's Toasted Single Barrel? We did not.
Do we have that? I mean, not do we have that, but is it here in Oregon?
I have not seen it locally.
Yeah. Chris,
North batch 11. You're right under the wire. Kathy wants to know, how was the chop seasoning we sent you?
Oh, okay.
It's a little more subtle, right, than the other seasoning, but it's very tasty.
We have used the general seasoning.
Should I grab it in case anybody else wants to get it?
Yes, because I feel like such a nerd, but like Kathy sent us these seasonings from Tennessee, and you're just like, oh, they're like seasonings for your vegetables, your whatever, but literally the best seasoning I've ever had. I burned through it so fast. So the first one is this made with Tennessee whiskey, historic Lynchburg, all-purpose seasoned salt. This is like the universal. So I literally opened this yesterday, put it on some cauliflower, and then roasted cauliflower.
Is that what you put on that yesterday?
Yeah, it was
it
delicious.
was awesome. That was really good.
It was so delicious. And then the chop. So then she also sent us additional. So Chop House here, which I put on our pork chops.
Yeah.
Like a week or so ago.
You did some chicken with that too, right?
Oh, maybe I put it in the chicken. I can't remember, but I put it as a seasoning. Oh yeah, because it's beef and chicken. So I put it on the chicken.
Yeah.
A little bit spicy.
A little more subtle, I felt like, than the all-purpose, but it was still very good.
So good. The one I haven't tried yet is the burgers, because we haven't had any burgers. Steak and burgers. I'm kind
of hyped for that. I bet that's delicious.
I don't do a lot of steaks because I don't do them well. Like, when you go to a steakhouse.
Here's the brand, though, in case anybody's interested.
Yeah. I tend to leave steaks to the professionals, but burgers we do have quite often. So I'm excited to use that. So I haven't tried this one yet, but I like doing
steak bowls.
This seasoned salt is, I know nobody cares, but it's so delicious.
Thank you so much, Robert. And the 5 sips. We got one more coming tomorrow. I'm actually hyped for that.
Oh, the 5 sips. Yeah. I know. I always say it's my favorite.
It is your favorite.
I just, I don't know if people love it.
These are incredible. Sometimes when people ask me about a bottle that costs more than $100, I'm like, it's really hard to recommend.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like these Raconteur bottles, all super unique, all really special, all really tasty, would never feel nervous or uncomfortable saying, yeah, pull the trigger on that.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine that you're not going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line for me, is that these are fantastic. And when it comes to special whiskey, these are special.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Delicious.
A lot of love for 5 Sips here. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
They're the.
I've been awful. I was awful this year.
I want to incorporate more travel stuff into it, like the scenes. Like I did some of that tomorrow, but then it can get really long. I don't want to do that either. I want to keep them shorter.
We are trying. So for those who have subscribed to our channel for the travel stuff, we were gone all winter of 24 to 25. And we didn't post a ton of the travel stuff. Basically, we were too busy doing the whiskey stuff to really get into more of the travel stuff, which the year before we had done really well.
Yeah.
And so I think this summer, summer's over, but this fall, I'm hoping to jump in because most of it is the footage that I've taken. And I want to kind of like piecemeal that out because I know that you guys have really liked it. And we're going to put that on our Phil and Julie channel.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping to kind of like put all of that stuff there because it's really great footage. And we got a ton of footage. Yeah. We've got to do something with it. We just have had zero time. Honestly, that's one of the reasons that our Bourbon Fan videos have been so long lately is because our work has been insane. Yeah. We haven't had time to take it. We usually record for about an hour when we record videos. Usually I go through it 3, 4, 5 times to cut it down. Lately, I've been getting like one pass and being like, just clean it up a little bit, get the extraneous stuff that we don't need in there. And then, so now we've had some 20 and 25 minute videos. We don't try to do that. It's just been the way things have shaken out lately because we've been exceptionally busy. I also think that we tend to have conversations versus like, I mean, we do try to have some notes before we ever go into the videos. Phil tries to have some notes. I just kind of go in blind. Which probably makes his editing a lot more difficult than if I would do a little research before.
It doesn't make it take less time.
but to say that, like, I am trying to get a little bit more involved, and it is good stuff. I mean, I use the channel as an excuse, but I am fully aware that my short-term memory is so horrible that I anticipate my long-term memory being really horrible as I age, and so these will be great videos for me. Yeah, eventually, and it's just an excuse to get them out there. So.
Honestly, these videos are specifically so that someday I can show them to Julie and say, "No, we were married," and she'll go, "Him?
What? Are you sure?
I swear,
that guy?
Stu, we have not had the Woodinville 8 yet. I saw it at Trailhead Liquors recently, locally here. We like Woodinville Rye too. We like their cask strength stuff. Why we haven't tried it, I really couldn't tell you.
Stu, are you a new commenter also? I've never seen you on the chat before, but Phil probably has because he checks it more often than I. I'm looking for the Woodinville right now that we do have on. Oh, it's right here.
No, that's Wilderness Trail.
Oh, sure is.
Woodinville is gone.
Oh, I was like, they have.
we actually shared that in some flights earlier this year. The cask strength.
Because Woodinville has great bottles, but also we go up to Washington quite often, and we've never been up to Woodinville. Like, it's really, like, we're always in, like, the Seattle-ish area or Walla Walla.
Yeah.
And it's not far, and we've never gone up there, which seems terrible.
No, actually. Honestly, we've every time we go to Seattle, it's a blur. It's a whirlwind, so it's tough.
Yeah.
David 30G, dang you influencers. I may have to put down my Mammoth IPA 395 and get a rye now. You know what? That's one of my favorite things to do is to try and find the right whiskey to pair with my beer. I love it.
I don't know what the Mammoth IPA. I'm interested in whatever. I'm assuming this is a beer.
Julie, by the way, this is when I first realized that she has an unreal palate. She would pick up a beer and find flavors that I would be like, huh? What are you talking about? That's when I realized her palate is just exquisite. It's incredible.
It's not.
You were able to pick out flavors and beers that I never even imagined. So when we started this channel, like when I started this channel, it's like, you have to do it with me.
If I wasn't born in the Midwest and only ate meat and potatoes, I'd probably be really good at this. But I've only recently, I had a conversation with a coworker that said, like, I didn't have an avocado till I was like at my younger cousin's high school graduation party.
Who did?
So I was like in my 20s, right?
I remember seeing guacamole for the first time, and I was like 12.
Yeah, I was mind blown.
And I was like, is that going to taste like ice cream? Didn't.
It didn't. No, it is
still good.
Yeah. Anyway, but I'm interested in Mammoth IPA, which makes me think it's like Mammoth, California.
Oh yeah, we love Mammoth.
I don't know, and so I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Not a huge IPA fan over on this side, unfortunately, but everyone we know obsessed because we're on the West Coast.
We're in Oregon. Nothing wrong with that. I love an IPA.
Yeah.
Russ wants to know, are you doing Advent there this year or during travels? Well, we are not expecting to do extensive traveling until January.
Yes.
We've booked things for the winter. That's about it.
Do you want to know why?
Diego likes the 20 to 30 minute videos. Thank you very much.
Oh, Diego,
I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it because I do worry about it. Like, I'm not trying to flood people with like a ton of stuff, but they've been well received, and so I don't regret it. It's just we do the best we can with this channel.
We're not lookers over here, so I feel like the podcast format.
You say we? She's talking about me.
I feel like the podcast format really suits us well because we do feed off of each other quite well, even though you're like, point, Julie, and I'm like, I don't have one. I just am chatting incessantly.
I like this right here. Just a chat. I've actually thought about sharing some of the videos that we've done recently that are extensively long as just throwing them on Spotify as podcasts because they really are just discussions. I love it.
I did ask Phil before the live stream started. I go, do we have any talking points today? What is this about? He goes, well, we're just going to taste whiskey. And I said, can I just come up with something to talk about for an hour? And now we're at an hour and 21 minutes. And I was like, obviously we can. Nonsense from the burn van. We have talked about it.
We're doing great. So. By the way, hang on a second. David says you have been to Mammoth. This is delish, made with local sage and juniper berries. David, are you the...
Wait, are you the guy we took the photo with?
Did you take a photo with us there?
That was like one of my first... Okay.
One of the first times we were ever recognized was in Mammoth, California, while we were just sitting having a beer. Was that you? Because we were never tagged in any photo on Instagram, to my knowledge. That I kept my eyes open for it. Is that
was
you?
So long ago. I mean...
2022?
I don't remember when we went. It was after like the big rush of COVID because we had a friend who had her family has a condo or something there, and she's like, "You guys should come down like with a bunch of like friends," and we're like, "Great!" And then they ended up not coming. Remember, because they got sick.
That's right.
And so it was just like four random people, not four random, they're friends of ours, but like random people in this condo, right? Yeah. And we were just tooling around. We didn't have anything to do. And we were sitting we either had like a bar or we had pizza. I can't remember.
I thought we were sitting there enjoying beers.
But we were out front, like on a thing. And somebody came up to us and was like, "Are you Phil and Julie from the Bourbon Van?" And it was like the first time I was like very embarrassed, but like that's like cool that somebody saw our video.
It's wild. It doesn't happen a lot.
Anyway, I thought
unless we're in Reno. It seems to happen in Reno all the time.
And they're gonna be like, "That was not me."
Yeah, it probably wasn't, but we still not me. Okay.
Yeah. Shit.
Not a problem, but it was still fun. We still appreciate it. Robert just joined Patreon. We appreciate that. We really, really do.
Oh, thank you.
It's the engine that keeps us going. I was looking at exactly how much we've made on YouTube over the nearly 5 years we've been on here. If you think it's a lot, it's not. YouTube is not where we make. It's not what keeps the channel going. To be completely honest with you, it is Patreon. That's what keeps us going. So we appreciate that so much. Yeah.
Richie, make it happen.
We'd love it. We'd love to be a part of it. And yeah, Annie, it is a bit of a hangout. We appreciate it too. And we know some people don't even like live streams. This format isn't something people have time for. We get that.
Well, what's interesting is I feel like YouTube wants you to do either shorts, so like less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Or they love And I am addicted to like travel content. So like most of the people that I follow are like 15 to 20 plus minute videos.
I thought you were going to say 15 and 20-year-olds.
No videos, minute videos.
We are really in tune with what the youth are into.
Sure. But mostly because they're like in all of these countries or doing all these activities that you'll never do, but like aspirational, right?
Absolutely.
And I 100% am on board with like, I'll sit down. Maybe it takes me 2 days to get through it, but I'll sit down and watch a 25-minute video.
Yeah. So yeah, it takes a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Whiskey Tube's a little bit different because we're drinking like
whiskey.
Yeah, where I'm not showing you like Vietnam, which is what I'm like literally watching.
Oh, the
right
motorcycle
now.
tour through Vietnam you were watching.
Yeah, I'm watching a motorcycle tour
was
through
awesome.
Vietnam, which
yeah, put that high on the list.
Yeah, we probably will never do that, but it sounds fabulous.
It does. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, there are some folks talking about. Yeah, Scott from Scotch Test Dummies says you'll need more than YouTube to make money. That is absolutely the truth. I don't know what you're pointing at.
No, that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was laughing because Scotch Test Dummies makes me laugh because
it's a great channel.
Well, not only that, but because what was the song? What was the band?
The Crash Test Dummies?
Crash Test Dummies was what Phil won his karaoke gold out of. He won a karaoke competition
with my friend Phil,
with his other friend Phil
back in the day,
singing Crash Test.
Yeah, that's right. I won a Heineken mirror to adorn my apartment, which was very cool. For many years, we sang the song, followed by All the Small Things by Blink-182 for our finale. And we could harmonize pretty well together, and that's what did it.
You did carry that trophy, with you for years until we were going to move to Oregon. I said that has to go.
I was like, it won't fit in the Mini Cooper. We didn't bring much. Eric likes the travel content and the running videos with Ryan. I told Ryan that the other day, and he was like, "Why do people know who I am?" And I was like, "You're on my YouTube channel." He was like, "What YouTube channel?"
He's like, "I did not give you rights to this. I'm suing you."
Phil and Julie, by the way, if you're wondering what our travel YouTube channel is, and we
is that all it is?
It's called Phil and Julie, and there's a lot of
How
content.
Is that
like
something
you said,
that you can search.
There's a lot of content coming. It's Phil and Julie, just at youtube.com/@ Phil and Julie. That's it.
It's like when I got my initial Gmail. I don't have a bunch of numbers after it. It's just my name.
Yeah.
That means you're old. Like you got it on the ground floor.
Yeah.
Like my niece has like her name and then like 7 numbers. And I was like, there's that many people that have the same exact handle as you? That seems crazy. I have no numbers behind my name, which means not young
she's got
anymore.
one of those popular kid names.
But not the last name.
Yeah, probably not.
Unless you're like Dutch. Like literally from the Netherlands.
Well, your last name didn't get changed dramatically when you got to America.
It didn't get changed at all.
So there's still a lot of those around.
I think
whereas
we did
my last name, they were
yeah.
like, "What? You have to change that immediately."
Yeah, mine.
And then when we went to the Netherlands, they told me that I came from Ditch people, which I thought was nice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Good. Sorry.
Happy to help.
It's been a long time. We're good.
We have.
Oh, we got to pick another one.
One more flight to give away.
Yes.
So I'm going to take down the banner because this is it. This is the end of the flights and giveaways and such.
And such. I love that.
Richie, I would say if you're looking for a good mic, the Yeti Blue is what we've been using here. For one person, it's a lot easier. Our Sony Cam has a lot of trouble focusing between two people, and the Yeti Blue as a microphone is great for one person or for multiple people or for a whole crowd around a table. So that's been amazing. We've really liked this microphone. Having one person to focus on with a camera makes life a lot easier. I will say that we've had a lot of struggles with that.
I remember when you were like, I think I'm going to buy this microphone. I was like, whatever's going to.
It's why Patreon's important. We couldn't have gotten it without Patreon.
Potentially make us sound better. And I know it's not like a super sexy thing in the middle of the table here, but I'm like, we do sound better. We do.
A million things I want to say right now, but I'm not going to say any of them. How many numbers we got there?
17.
We have 17 now?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
We really upped it.
Give me a number between 1 and 17. I still haven't figured out how to make it do sound. So here you go. Number 5.
Oh.
It is 5, right? Yeah.
Stu. Another one. We got 2 new guys.
First-timers.
Hey, I love that. 2 first-timers.
Okay, Stu, what we need you to do. That's
Stu,
insane.
what we need you to do? Sorry.
Send us an email, thebourbonvan@gmail.com. Let us know where to send these samples to for you. I've already got them poured. We just need to put them in a box, package them up, get them out to you. So thebourbonvan@gmail.com. Send us your address, and we will be in touch as soon as possible and get them out there. I was very proactive this time, getting things poured and ready to go.
Yeah, I loved it.
Look at all the people saying they want to sub to Richie Z's YouTube channel. I love that. Richie is a OG on a lot of channels, a lot of chats, a lot of live streams.
Yes.
You have a presence. People want to hear from you, man. Don't hesitate to do it. You know, use your voice. We'd love to hear it. So that's exciting. There you go. Those are the giveaways. Let me double check shared pour and see if there's any still Austin Ryes left. Because if they're sold out, then we're going to do another flight. I don't think they'll be sold out. 6 is a lot.
Where did we how are you feeling about this flight? Are you so excited?
This is delicious. This whiskey's amazing. David Jennings, thank you so much for sending us these bottles. Yeah. Again, I mean, we couldn't be happier with them.
Here's the thing about this lineup. The bottles are expensive. And this goes back to, it's so funny that
there's still 6 of them. Yeah. Never mind.
But it's funny that we just recently did that video, like, are these bottles worth it? Or whatever we titled it. I don't remember.
You've seen the channel once, though.
Occasionally. Okay. I watch them sometimes. I give my check of approval and whatever. But what I like about this is that there hasn't been one that I haven't enjoyed.
No.
David's doing a great job with these picks.
No, he's phenomenal.
And so, anyway, but if I had to choose one, if they're like, which one would you go with? And Stu and Robert
in Colorado.
Let me know what you pick. I got to go with the Gemini 2. That's mine today.
And I'm going to go with the empty glass in front of me. That's the Gemini 1. It's stunning. That is so good to me. Blows my mind. But Gemini 2.
What's this? How palates are so different.
He said, email sent, and there it is. You got it, and I got it. Fantastic. We'll be in touch. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, everybody. This was we just don't do enough of these. They're so fun.
They're so fun. I had a great time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rusty, I'm waiting for your question. Do you know what I'm going to ask?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. By the way, I want to say, Richie, if you want any advice, any help at all getting your channel up and running, anything that you need at all, don't hesitate. Reach out to us, thebourbonvan@gmail.com. Reach out to us on Instagram, whatever it is. I'll be happy to help you out. I have a little bit of website experience too.
There it is.
All right. What's for dinner? That's a great question, actually.
I told Phil before we even started, don't worry, we're going to have pizza for dinner.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frozen pizza.
Yeah, not delicious pizza, just frozen. Actually, Freshetta is delicious pizza.
Oh, it's really tasty. Yeah.
And it's a lot more affordable than our local
I have to say,
pizzerias.
I've run 80 minutes, 4 straight days, and I have one more tomorrow. And I'm just thinking, I'm really hungry. So I'm so glad we're going to eat something hearty right now because I'm fading, y'all. So I appreciate everybody that was here tonight. This was what a fun time. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for enjoying all the things that the Bourbon Van is and chooses to be, to quote somewhat Steve Carell from The Office. Thanks again, everybody. Beerbird made it. Yes.
Hey! Oh, wait. Do you know who else made it?
Look at this.
Look at who's awake.
All the stars are out tonight. Look at this.
Look at who's awake.
What a sweet nugget.
She just popped over to say goodbye.
Oh, what a sweet girl. You pretty happy? Yeah, we're all pretty happy. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. We will do this again soon. We appreciate all of you. And a big thanks again to David Jennings and Raconteur Rye for sending us these samples, these bottles, and we'll get those samples sent out to the winners very soon. Cheers to y'all. And from wherever we are
to wherever Mavis is.
Cheers, y'all.
Love you guys. Thanks for joining.